This is Sailing Locked episode 5. It just dropped a few hours ago. Mr. Settled himself. Doc Johnson episode 5. Everybody, if you need a pee break, I'll give you 1 minute. Everybody, take a 1 minute pee break if you need to do that, because we're going to watch Settled episode 5 and you need to be locked in for 37 minutes. Okay? 37 minutes of nonstop locked-inage. And I need everybody locked in for that locked-inage. Here we go.
This is Doc Johnson, my sailing locked Iron Man. The mainland is banned for this account. I can only walk on docks and islands. From humble beginnings, I'll have to level up my sailing to unlock brand new, never before seen islands, relying strictly on their resources to complete my ultimate goal, collecting the 10 rarest items across the sea without ever touching the mainland. In the last episode, we unlocked 2 amazing new islands by getting 50 sailing, finished off a 55-hour farming grind to harvest our first ever flax, which we will be talking about, and we discussed a 2,000-hour grind to 51 Slayer, which I have some developments on. Let's get into it. I have so many goals I want to start working toward this week. If we take a look at the 10 treasures we're hunting across the series, there's such a wide variety of skills I need. The rosewood blowpipe is easily the best weapon I can get, but it requires very high woodcutting, fletching, and fishing. I'll probably get started on this during the week at some point. The dragon hook, I need a way better combat boat to fight great white sharks to get it. For the angler's paint, I'm gonna need the fastest boat I can get my hands on, and I'm gonna want hemp trawling nets. Hemp is needed for both of those things. It's the next fabric up the sailing ladder. You can only get it through farming, and you need 37 to grow it. As nice as it is that I have flax now, the farming grind is not over. Unlocking flax took about 3,000.
Bro, once he gets this hemp, he's gonna be actually flying out there on the seas. He's gonna be able to hit the sail agility, and he can go to 99 sailing once he gets that.
1,000 XP, and unlocking hemp is 30,000 XP. And with how long farming takes, I think it's really essential I get started on it sooner rather than later, so that's going to be the first thing I look toward this week. On the bright side, of course, we can farm flax now, and we discovered a while ago that this is my best method of collecting the seeds.
The Dolphin Battlefield!
Oh, epic.
As I like to call it. I've been doing some math on how long I need to spend at the dolphin battlefield to get all my flax seeds. The average dolphin takes right around a minute to finish off, which means 3 minutes and 15 seconds per flax seed. Let's say I need right around 300 seeds. We're looking at over 16 hours of dolphins just to collect the seeds I need for 37 farming. Not to mention all the planting and harvesting.
Oh.
It's a lot. Oh, we got some. Let's go.
Oh,
5
hell no,
flax
bro.
seeds.
That's too
the
many
most you can
hours.
get. I just made a stunning realization. I brought all these repair kits here, but these dolphins can't damage my boat anymore. It's the iron keel upgrade I did a while back. Their max hit on my boat is 0 now because they're basically the weakest NPC in the ocean. So that was enough to take their max hit to 0.
Oh, good call,
That's
Minnie.
huge for farming flax seeds. I can stay here as long as I have cannonballs. Hello, Dolphin Gaming checking in. I've been here for roughly 2.5 hours. You can see the XP rates on the left side here. The sailing XP from this is really, really low, but the range XP is honestly better than I expected. And 28 flax seeds so far in 2.5 hours. Just hit 47 range. 4 hours in right now, running low on cannonballs though, so I'll be out of here very shortly. Trying to stay away from these hammerhead boys. Just finished up my dolphin trip, 43 flax seeds. Actually got very unlucky because I spent like almost 5 hours there. That is really, really bad for flaxseed rates, but for now, let's just head back to Port Roberts. I don't have a ton of money, but I'm gonna spend probably like 70% of my cash here restocking on cannonballs. This amount of seeds should last me like maybe today and a little bit of tomorrow, but I am gonna have to go back to dolphins pretty fast. 16 farming. Okay, I should have enough flax now for the oak sails upgrade, which means there's only one piece of the puzzle missing. The spinning wheel. It's shocking to me that there are no spinning wheels immediately available on any islands in the game. But there is a broken one on the Isle of Souls that you can fix with the right resources. I need 55 sailing to unlock the Isle of Souls, and I'm almost 52. So we're not too far off. Unless we get there entirely with dolphin battlefield XP rates, then yeah, we're like 30 hours away. But we should be getting a nice uptick in sailing XP pretty soon. And once we get that spinning wheel, the floodgates will open. 17 farming. What's nice about this level, I can use these ciders now. They boost my farming by 1. I don't need to go and make a garden pie. These are so much easier to get. I can just buy them at a bar. So that's really nice. Okay, last dolphin update for now, I swear. 50 range, all the way from 41 just on dolphins. I'm 9 hours deep here. And I've also been thinking, why is it that I'm able to bury bones on this boat? Like, have you guys thought about this? What am I doing with these bones? Where are they going?
Oh no. What is this animation?
Okay, guys, we need to talk about this book of knowledge that has been in the corner of my inventory for far too long at this point. You might remember me saying I'm at 0 out of the 100,000 plus Slayer XP I need right now. This book would give me 15 XP. I'm gonna save it for now. I might have an idea on how to get more out of it. Well, it's officially time to get more out of it. Trust the process. We're about to go to my favorite place in the game. You guys already know at this point, I get my best ideas at the lead rocks. Something about the fumes, the taste. There's 40 mining, that's what we were looking for. And you might be wondering how 40 mining gets rid of that book of knowledge in a better way than just straight up using it right now. Well, I'm gonna show you. Last episode we talked about the 322 XP lamps I need to hit 51 Slayer. A 2,000 hour grind.
Yikes.
Well, one of our islands might just save us a few hundred hours on this grind. Karamja. More specifically, the Karamja Easy Achievement Diary.
You found a workaround?
To briefly summarize achievement diaries, 12 regions in the game, each one has their own set of tasks divided into 4 tiers of difficulty. And finishing a tier of tasks in an area always
gives you a lamp, a bigger lamp, right? You get an XP lamp from that.
Rewards you with a piece of the diary equipment and a pretty generous
nice,
XP
2,500 XP,
The problem is the XP lamps you get require at least level 30 in a skill before they can be applied, which means I can't just use it on Slayer right away and get a bunch of XP. At least that's what you'd think. Achievement diaries weren't added to the game until 2015, several years after old school RuneScape launched, with the exception of the Karamja achievement diary. It was the one and only diary in the game for over 2 years. It was essentially the guinea pig of the diary system.
Karamja's any level.
It's completely different from every other achievement diary.
Wait a
Karamja
second.
Easy diary gives you an XP lamp just like all the other diaries, but the difference is there's no level requirement to use it on a skill. Granted, it does give you 1,000 XP in a skill of your choice instead of 2,500
it's less XP
like every other easy tier lamp, but that means I can put it on Slayer straight away and go from level 1 to level 9 Slayer. That's 30 XP lamps that I don't have to get, which saves me roughly 360 hours of random event idling. And it's all thanks to the Karamja achievement diary not being updated to be like the others. 40 mining was the biggest requirement I had left on the task list, and now that's
Have you gotten tried it yet? No, sir.
15 agility, which should be fairly quick.
We're about to get one right now, though.
Some stuff, and we can knock these tasks out very fast. Wait, I don't remember that task being there at all. Today's video is sponsored by boot.dev, which has completely gamified the learning process.
boot.dev, they sponsored my last video
web
too.
Development from 0 to 100 in Python, SQL, and Go programming languages. And you can learn by doing things you'd actually do in the real world. The platform is designed to get you to start shipping projects and prepare you to tackle technical interviews and forge a successful programming career. The best part is they made it all feel like a video game. I got to level 10, I became an apprentice, and I didn't even realize until after I was learning things along the way. I just wanted to get to level 10, and it was fun. With boot.dev, you'll earn XP, levels, achievements, complete quests, and you can even try and earn a top spot on the global leaderboard. There's even an active Discord community for you to connect with and ask for help if you ever get stuck on something. Each course has a demo of the free interactive experiences.
I did a couple courses on boot.dev. I learned a lot about coding, guys.
30-day money-back guarantee. You might as well give it a shot, and there's never been a better time to do that with my link in the description. You can use code SETTLE to get 25% off your first payment for boot.dev or your first year if you choose the annual plan. Go try it risk-free, and now back to the video. Will I ever finish mining this gold ore?
I'm basically a full-on coder now.
It's got to be any second now. It's got... Yes, we did it.
I leveled up. I did level up. I was level 1 coding, but now I'm like level 3 or 4, which is pretty good.
Okay, task complete. 7 more to go.
We might not be 99, but we're leveled up a little bit.
I only have one way to train agility currently, and it's the Brimhaven Agility Arena, which actually is a really solid training method, especially after the updates they did to this place. I'm gonna have to start off by just crossing this broken wall back and forth for 8 XP at a time. And the big 2 agility, beautiful. If I get a chance to tag any flashing pillars, I can get an agility arena ticket. That gives me bonus agility XP. I'm not exactly sure how much because they buffed this place, but I definitely want to get one if I can. No way, I got a pillar I can actually tag. Let's go, we got a voucher and a ticket. Beautiful. Most of the obstacles around here have level 20 or level 40 agility requirements, so it really had to be one of the pillars close to me to get a ticket. Okay, so I'm at 12 agility, and I was able to tag 5 pillars for 5 tickets. Whoa! Okay, that's actually more XP than I thought. Straight to 17 agility. I overshot it by 2 levels. They buffed this place like a year and a half ago, and I haven't been back since. It's clearly pretty damn good.
The agility XP is very good at Karamja.
Through the tasks. Killing a Joker in the pothole dungeon was my final task. There we go. Every single easy task in the Karamja diary. This was the only diary I will ever be able to complete on this account. And you know what? I'm glad it's this one. If it was gonna be any diary, I'm happy about this. Okay, I've completed all my tasks. You know, not for nothing, we also get Karamja Gloves 1 from this, which could be really good. They do offer like 1 strength bonus or something, so I guess they're my best gloves right now.
Oh,
but
nice.
More importantly, let's put this lamp straight onto Slayer and skip about 300 something hours of lamping. 1,000 Slayer XP just like that.
Wow.
9 Slayer, let's go, dude. So big, such a head start that I just got, and now this XP tome is worth 135 Slayer XP instead of 15. I think it was worth holding on to it. I will definitely have more updates for you on this.
Surely gonna try it in here. I'm hoping 7th.
I think we're gonna do it in 6 months. You're just gonna have to trust me. I was about to say this is the part I don't show you about farming, but I am actively showing you it. So I'm just picking a ton of grain because this is how you protect your flax seeds. Make sure they don't die. I need 600 grain to get to 37 farming. So I'm out here. Let's go up and plant these flax seeds, and then
sucks.
you are gonna come with me on my last ever fisherman salvage trip. Yes, I am not kidding. There it is, 53 sailing. You can now salvage from large shipwrecks. It's so beautiful. Oh, it's so beautiful. This is not only going to be a massive boost in XP, because we're jumping 2 tiers of salvage. I've been getting around 7k XP per hour here, but we're also accessing the entire large salvage loot table. There might be some interesting stuff on there that I haven't fully thought out yet, but I will be taking a look. All of the large salvage spots seem to be in notoriously far away locations, like the one in the very corner of the map, for example. Once I head over to those salvage spots, I'm gonna stay for a while.
Damn, I just thought of that, bro. Juice Blocks says Settled's not going to be able to do raids 4. Oh my god. They're griefing Settled. And Doc Johnson.
So I need to finish up some other things first, but I'm very excited for large salvage. 19 farming. I will probably have to go back to dolphins tomorrow, but for now, I'm just enjoying the view. Also, that cash stack is looking scary low. Something I haven't really talked about is that I am burning money through these farm runs. You see, I am taking a charter ship to Alderaan pretty much every hour to harvest flax, and that costs 1,400 coins. And I'm using 2 Sailor's Amulet charges every farm run to go to Port Roberts and the Pandemonium. So I'm using a lot of resources to be efficient. I had to come over to Old Reliable Dognose Island coin spawn to stop the bleeding. I was too poor to function. However, this will be my final time doing this. By that I mean farming the coin spawn. This is my last time doing it. I will never forget what it did for us. It was a revelation, it fed me, but I have a plan for something better. I'm gonna stop right around 25k cash, and that'll be that. Now that I have enough money to get around again, we have this moss giant island that we have the agility level for now, just off Karamja. We're gonna take advantage of it. These guys drop 3 law runes at a 1 in 32 rate, which is pretty damn solid, honestly. I'm not gonna make like a fortune here off the other drops, but they're just a bonus.
I just discovered this island the other day,
and I'm trying to train my range, so we're getting multiple things done here. Oh,
for a clue scroll.
Okay, that was my first kill. There we go. We got 30 more amulet charges. I only have 11 in here, so that was very needed. Good sign. Good sign. Pretty successful trip, I would say. I got some prayer XP. I got the 6 law runes I wanted. Got some nature runes. Couple drops that are probably going to amount to like 2k. Got a full range level and almost another one. Let's take these water runes out of the bank. Add these charges.
I do medium clues, Mike.
And we are restocked. 70 charges in the amulet now. Beautiful. I was making really good progress on farming, but it was finally time to take a look at some of my other goals. Farming will obviously continue in the background, but I came to this insane conclusion that the most efficient thing I could possibly do is woodcutting and fletching. Hear me out on this. I started off by cutting all the logs in my bank into arrow shafts. Then I started to make a ton of headless arrows for early fletching XP with the 9,000 feathers I collected from Fisherman's Salvage. Woodcutting and fletching seem to have a hand in multiple things for me right now. Like I mentioned toward the start of this video, I have a massive woodcutting and fletching grind across this series to get the rosewood blowpipe. I have to get started on that one way or another, but as we also just went over, I'm looking for a money-making method that isn't the Dognose Island coin spawn. Fletching and selling bows is one of the most old-fashioned ways to make money ever. It's not even really that good for money, but we have to put it into perspective. When I'm doing the Dognose Island moneymaker, all I'm doing is hopping worlds, collecting coins, I'm not gaining any XP, I have no chance for random events to spawn. If I'm woodcutting and fletching, I'm making probably half the money per hour, but I'm making progress toward the rosewood blowpipe, and I have a chance to get bird.
See, this is how I think about playing the game. And a lot of you guys don't understand the complexity of people like me and Settled, of how we're capable of thinking in the 3rd dimension and 4th dimension. A lot of you guys don't understand. We're thinking about 45 steps ahead. You guys are thinking about today. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're out here thinking about this, then that, then that, then this, then that. And you guys are thinking about nonsense. Okay? So people like me and Settle, we're built different. We're able to think of these complex algorithmic equations that add up to infinite success and glory. All right? And that's why he's thinking about the bird's nests. He's thinking about the chop and the blow pipe, the rosewood blow pipe. All that, that's what's going on right here on the stream.
Bird nests. Another reason why I think this is such a good move. The only farming patches I've been able to make use of so far are hops patches for growing flax. But there is one other patch that I could realistically use for XP, and that's my 1 fruit tree patch on Karamja. If I'm lucky enough to get the seeds. The lowest level fruit tree in the game is an apple tree requiring 27 farming. It takes 16 hours to grow, but you get a massive 1200 farming XP after it's grown. And as a bonus, I'll be able to harvest the fruit from the tree every few hours. I can just work that into my farm run. That saves me a lot of time not getting flax seeds. It takes roughly 2,500 logs on average to get an apple tree seed, so that would be really good to get. And as if that wasn't enough to justify woodcutting and fletching already, I'm also going to be getting a bunch of ammo for this to train range in the future, which is super necessary. And all of this put together makes an AFK woodcutting and fletching grind look extremely efficient for all my current goals. It's such an amazing synergy. So welcome to a new segment on the show called The Next 2 Days of My Life Summarized in a Few Minutes. We have a bird nest, maple seed. No, I can't ever plant that. RIP. The plan right now is pretty simple. I'm looking for 2 main things, 40 fletching and an apple tree seed that I desperately want. I'm cutting every log into
apple tree would go kind of crazy.
There's going to be ammo in the future, and it's going to be much faster XP if I attach feathers to those arrow shafts. There's 30 wood cutting. It's always much faster than fletching. We can chop willows now. Quick farm run break, but a very important level. Now I can garden pie from 24 to plant an apple tree if I get the seed. New scenery. I decided to walk down to Mist Rock so I can be closer to the farming patch and still woodcut. Okay, well, great news. We just got a book of knowledge. That is a beautiful sight to see
that's
always.
thick.
And that gets me 10 Slayer, 1 lamp away from 11. The level started to roll in super fast, and I kept getting a lot of birds' nests. Orange tree, no! That's, what level is that? 39. That's actually still good. I can plant that at 36 with a boost. That's a lot of XP. Hey, look at that 40 woodcutting. This is an important level for one reason. That is a requirement for troubled Tortugans. We are getting so close if you completely ignore Slayer and pretend it's not there. Bird nest. Banana tree, that's actually really good. A banana tree is almost 1800 XP when planted. That still saves me so much flax harvesting. That is a very, very good seed to get. Okay, a bit of a weird detour, but I decided to quickly get 20 agility here so I can have my run recharge a little bit faster. These early levels are pretty significant, so I decided to take care of that. There's 31 smithing. There's a good reason I got this level. I don't know why I didn't do this sooner, but steel axe upgrade obtained. I spent pretty much all day going for this one level. There we go. 40 fletching finished. We can now make willow longbows. So we've basically unlocked a decent moneymaker. I've been making short bows for now, which has made me a little bit of money. It finally feels like I have a foothold on another item on Johnson's Most Wanted. With 40 fletching and over 45 woodcutting, I took my first step toward that rosewood blowpipe. But I wasn't done until I got an apple tree seed. There's 44 fletching. We've been hard at work, and almost 22k. Decent bit of money.
Still hasn't got a seed yet.
40 minutes of Dognose Island. Genie lamp. You love to see it. That is 11 Slayer. Beautiful. Got a bird nest.
Massive.
Yes, we got it. The apple tree seed. It's real.
Apple tree hype.
Oh, I'm finally done. I can boost to plant it. I can't protect it, but that's okay. That's okay. Hopefully it
Protecting
lives.
an apple tree is crazy.
Tree seeds in my 2 days of woodcutting, which amounts to over 5,000 farming XP. That saves me a lot of flax seeds, a lot of dolphin battlefield. The one caveat being that I can't protect these crops. I have no way of getting sweet corn for the apple seed and no way of getting a basket for the banana and orange trees. So I just kind of have to hope these trees don't die or I get 0 XP. Step number 1, we need a watering can, fill that up. And now I will do something that probably none of you have ever done before, which is fill a plant pot with the soil from a patch. You have to use a trowel on an empty patch with no weeds in it, and that is how you fill a plant pot. No one ever does that because you can buy them from farming shops, but I don't have access to any, so now if you find yourself in the same situation, you know how to do it. The more you know. We burnt the first one, and we cooked the second one. We have a garden pie. Beautiful. All right, let's garden pie up, plant our apple tree. 25 farming just from planting it. You love to see it. The idea here is the apple seed gets me closer to planting my banana seed. The banana seed gets me closer to planting the orange seed, and that's 20% of my farming goal with 3 fruit trees. Granted, they took me 2 days to get, and they might die. It's not better than flax or anything, but it definitely could help a ton if the tree survives. We'll check back on this tomorrow, and we'll see the fate. I'm investing all my newly made fletching money into cannonballs. You know exactly what time it is.
Dolphin battlefield.
Ooh, just hit 54 range. Every level helps. Some of the worst luck I've had here.
You have video on the
21
second
flax
monitor?
seeds
Yeah.
In 2 hours. At least we got some range XP. Oh my god, I was AFK. Oh, what have I done? Oh, I'm cooked. Oh, there's no way I get out of this.
No, he's gonna lose his boat.
Oh my god. There's no way I survived that. The foul oyster has plot armor. I have 1 HP. That is actually crazy that I survived that. Oh
That's
my
sketch.
god.
That would have set him back a lot, right?
Dude, what is that? I took that out of a bird nest? It's massive. Look at that thing, bro. Oh my god. 46 fletching, a level I've secretly been going for this whole time. Oh, I'm sorry, you thought
Grats in the
fletching
quiver,
was done
bro.
being useful? Think again. We can now make teak crossbow stocks. Do you know what that means? It's actually a trick question. This gives me a much easier way to tick manipulate. You know, that thing where I use a knife on logs to mine lead faster or salvage faster. Using regular logs to do that opens up this interface, which makes it slower and more effort, but a teak log does not open up that interface because you can only make it into one thing. So I basically just unlocked better, faster, easier tick manipulation. The only thing I'm missing to do it is a teak log, which, funny enough, it's time to go explore a new island where we might just find one. We're on our way to this funny looking island, the Shimmering Atoll. We actually unlocked this at 49 sailing, but I saw there were teak and mahogany trees on the island, and I wanted 50 woodcutting before I went there so I could actually chop them. And I have that now, so yeah. I never get tired of the sound of charting something. Like, whoever did that sound design is incredible at their job. Like, look at this, listen to this.
That is a cool sound.
Ba-ba-ba-bum. It's addicting. It single-handedly gets me to chart things. Welcome to a brand new island, Shimmering Atoll. There's a seagull over there. I'll let him live. I normally wouldn't, but... Wait, a chest? 54 thieving! Oh no. Okay, I just got 33 for the other one. It looks like we have more thieving to do if we want to open this one. We have mahogany trees over here, like I was saying earlier. I will definitely be chopping a bunch of these because we need the logs for our future mast and sail upgrades. I want to chop both these and the teak trees before I leave. I need to collect a bunch of these logs. And we have a lockbox we can open over here, which gives us directions to something we can dig up on another island that we have not unlocked yet. I'm pretty sure that's 56 sailing. I'm sure we'll come back to that. Oh, medallion fragment while collecting teak logs. That puts us at 2 out of 8. I love...
What is that? A medallion fragment? What does that do, guys?
Collecting things. Oh, I can demonstrate teak log tick manipulation. Look at that.
Any
mahogany
sailors?
Log. Okay, 10 teak logs, 10 mahogany logs.
Useless item.
2 future mast and sail upgrades. Speaking of which, I know I've been working
breathe
on some
underwater.
other goals. I have not forgotten about those oak sails. I just need 55 sailing to unlock that spinning wheel, so let's go do our first ever trip of large salvage. Finishing up a beekeeper random event, we should get an outfit piece from there. We got a
mermaid
lamp too?
charting.
What the heck? We got a... What? That's so interesting. I had no idea. You just get a lamp anyway with the beekeeper.
Guys, how did Settled not know this? You get a lamp every time you do the bee thing. Is he kidding? Guys, even I knew that, which is now proof that I know more than Settled about this game.
Random event in particular. That's so cool. Yeah, for some reason, the beekeeper outfit is the only one that does this. You get a lamp with each outfit piece. Every other random event, you do still have to collect the outfit. I am going to keep it on the outfit collection graphic just for fun, but it's nice that we get a lamp with each piece anyway. After a long journey to get there, we arrived at what I'd call my current best sailing training method. For now. I gotta say, there are actually quite a few nice things on the large salvage loot table. Another reason I worked on farming so much is because this is my first source of hemp seeds. They are pretty rare, but if we stay here long enough, I'm sure I'll get some, and since I've been so efficient with my farming, I'll be able to plant them soon too. I also get some high-tier cannonballs and mithril nails, which normally I would need 54 smithing to make these nails. They're used for a ton of mithril tier boat upgrades. Maybe if I collect enough of them, I could get one of those upgrades early. Oh, there we go. I got the max roll. 5 hemp seeds. You can roll 1 to 5. That's so lucky. Nice, nice, nice. I'm going to need at least a couple more of those. Actually, a lot more. Okay, well, it took a half an hour to get our first mithril nails. Might be a little far-fetched to get enough for upgrades, but we'll see. It could turn around. Well, it only took an hour to hit the goal. I surprisingly did get a lot of XP from dolphins over the last week, so I inched closer to this, but there's 55 sailing. We have unlocked the docking point on the Isle of Souls. We are officially allowed to go.
Love seeing the osrs journey. Been fun seeing the toes dipped in the WoW again as well. Yo, thank you, bro. I appreciate that, man.
There. Since it takes so long to sail out here, I'm going to collect a few more nails and seeds before I leave. I just want to be stocked up since I'm already out here. Why, yes, I did get another sailing level. Why do you ask? 56. I'm trying to fill my inventory with the best possible rings before I leave so I can sell them for cash. 56 sailing hasn't even hit the Barracuda trial yet. This trip, though. 14 hemp seeds is amazing. 20 mithril nails. Let's sail back and cash in. I just now realized as I sell this final diamond ring that I should have gone to the Karamja general store. I would have gotten like 10% more money, but Hey, 42k cash. We have rebuilt. Farming has been killing my cash stack. All right, guys, it's been 16 hours. The moment of truth. Please be alive. Please, please be alive.
The apple tree seed.
Come on.
Good to go.
Yes, it's alive. Oh, thank God. The apple tree survived. That makes me so happy. That actually makes me so happy, dude. I was really worried
That's
about
big
it.
XP
I
right
only have
here.
regular compost, so the odds of it surviving aren't amazing. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad it survived. I am 25 farming right now. Let's watch the XP drop. Boom. 26 farming.
Nice.
Really close to 27. And I can pick the apples off the tree for bonus XP every few hours now. So you love to see it. I'm so glad.
Oh, that's true.
Book of knowledge, baby. 12 Slayer from that.
Bro, Settle playing a completely different game,
We are moments
guys.
away from visiting the Isle of Souls, repairing that spinning wheel, and getting the upgrade I have longed for. But, fun fact, I don't have the crafting requirement to make the flax into linen for the sails. It feels like a new requirement pops up for these sails every 3 seconds. This is the last one, I swear. I need 12 crafting. Thankfully, I have a really easy and interesting way to get that crafting level. A quest on Alderaan called Death on the Isle. It's a quest entirely completable on the island, which is super rare. There's like 6 quests in the entire
Uncharged
game
trident.
that I
Hold
can
on
even
a second. All right, we'll watch the rest of the Settle video. We're almost done with it. Lock it in.
complete on this account, and the rewards are surprisingly good for completing it. A ton of XP in thieving, agility, and crafting. This quest would get me from 1 to 20 crafting immediately. I'll need higher crafting for future sales upgrades anyway, so this looks like the perfect thing to do. I'm pretty close to having the requirements to start the quest. I just need some more agility levels. So
oh yeah, I
know
could swap out my
exactly
bracelet
where I'm
now.
going. Sometimes I like to pretend I'm in a Gillenor Games challenge and I'm racing other people in the agility arena to hit the pillar. And I'd be eliminated right here. It's over. This guy's the new champion. Good fight. Okay, I'm leaving with 30 agility arena tickets. Let's turn these in. Show me the good news. Does this get me to 32 agility? 33. Beautiful. Let's go do this quest. Death on the Isle is a fun little murder mystery quest where you sneak into a rich villa as a butler, play detective, and solve the murder of Livius, an actor about to perform on stage for everyone at the party. If you really care about spoilers, this is my warning right now. Okay, 3, 2, 1. The culprit of the crime was the understudy of the actor who just wanted to injure him so she could take his place on stage, but he was insanely drunk and fell way harder than she thought. But ultimately, it's a happy ending for me because I completed a quest that gets me to 20 crafting. Death on the Isle, done. When we first unlocked Alderaan, I mentioned there's a gem store and that we would come back to it in the future. Well, that time is now. 20 crafting happens to be the exact level to cut sapphires, and not only is it insanely fast crafting XP to hop around, buy gems, cut them, and resell them to the shop, but it was also insanely good GP per hour. This was actually one of my favorite methods to make money when I was playing the game on Nightmare difficulty. The main drawback being that you can only do it a couple times a day because it takes many hours for gems to restock in this shop. So once you've hopped through every world, it's just gonna be dry. I was able to get 32 crafting and make 35k GP off a full cycle of worlds, which takes about 40 minutes. It was time to go explore, not only the Isle of Souls, but also a couple other islands that I unlocked but didn't immediately check out. So we'll be visiting each island one by one, seeing what it has for us, and ending off with the big one, the Isle of Souls. Before I left for the expedition though, I had to grind out a 1 in 16 ball of wool drop from an imp, because I'm gonna need that to repair the spinning wheel on the Isle of Souls. Okay, I've got everything prepared in my inventory, including an item I haven't actually explained yet. This is a boat bottle. They're pretty rare from the lower tiers of salvage. They allow you to put your boat in them so that you can essentially carry your boat around and put it at a dock of your choice. But they do break once you take your boat out, so it's a one-time use. I'll be taking one with me, and you'll see why later. The first island I'm visiting is Vatrakos. We unlocked this with Alderaan at 46 sailing. And here we are. It's pretty small. Well, we can chart this part of the island. We've got a cute little raccoon. We've got
The
clay
charter.
rocks. I think those might be our first ones. The clay rocks are conveniently close to a buildable pottery oven, but honestly, I don't think we'll ever need to make any pottery. I think this is the same chest as Dognose Island. Maybe in a more convenient location. It's closer to some bigger islands. Hey, 38 thieving. Not every island can be a game changer. It's okay. On to the next one. Island number 2 is Minotaur's Rest, which we just recently unlocked at 54 sailing. This guy's telling me to go in the cave and look at the Minotaurs. That is on the to-do list.
Do you have a fire cape? Tilsker, what are you talking about?
There's some hunter birds here. These are the level 19 ones, which might be useful. Oh, it's the Minotaurs from the Colosseum. That's so cool. This is like Okay, this is the lore. This is where they're resting. And there's big bones here. Wait a second. This is... Oh my god, there's a lot of big bones. Okay, we buried each bone. And they're starting to respawn on the other side. Okay, so this is like a valid prayer trading method. You don't have to hop worlds. You just run around, collect bones. Wow, this is really good. I feel like I don't need to bury dolphin bones anymore, dude. I should just do this.
Good luck, Hanzo.
This is definitely what I'm doing to 43 prayer. Wow, this is an awesome little discovery. What a sick island. Prayer training would normally take me so insanely long. I have
the
no
big
real
bone
good way to
tech.
train it, but this is really good, man. I'm so happy I found this. Okay, I got 21 prayer. I'm happy with that for now. I will definitely be back here to grind out 43. Last island before the Isle of Souls, the Onyx Crest. We unlocked this one back at 47 sailing. It always looked so cool on the map. Just got some
the big
clothes laying on
boner.
the floor. Someone needs to
That
clean
sounds
that up.
weird.
Little
Let's not
pirate
say that
village
again.
over here. Level 52. Damn, that's pretty high for pirates. Okay, none of these stools work as a safe spot, and I brought no food because I'm clearly very intelligent, so I guess we're not killing any today. We have some praying mantises here. Ooh, a little new NPC. Dude, we have got a mining area for the ages back here. Our only gem rocks we'll ever be able to mine. Some other rocks too, but mainly the gem rocks. I will definitely make note of those. Maybe we can cook something up with that. Charting noise, ba-ba-ba-bum. That is pretty much it for the Onyx Crest. I'll have to come back with some food for those pirates. And at 60 thieving, I can pickpocket them too. But yeah, time for the island of the hour. The Isle of Souls, let's get over there. But something I haven't talked about is that I can't physically sail to the Isle of Souls. The Isle of Souls docking point is surrounded by fetid water. If you sail into this water without an inoculation station on your boat, you get slowed to a crawl. You get diseased, you start taking a ton of damage, it's a nightmare. It won't even let you tank all this damage and dock your boat anyway. It's just not possible to dock in fetid waters without an inoculation station. Which means I can't ever sail to the Isle of Souls. But that's where this boat bottle comes in. I want to test something. We're gonna put the foul oyster in this bottle, and luckily the Isle of Souls is one of very few places with a minigame teleport. It's my only way to get there, despite having the sailing level to get there. We minigame teleport to Soul Wars, and it takes us right in the center of the island. And this is a really big island, but honestly, it's deceptively big, because like 70% of the surface area of this island is a minigame that I will never play. Soul Wars has no use to me on this account. So the big test I wanted to do with this boat bottle is, will it let me dock my boat here, despite not having an inoculation station built? You safely unbottle your boat. Okay, so my boat is here. Okay, Beekeeper, I'm in the middle of something, but I do appreciate it. I will take your lamp. Another lamp on Slayer, beautiful. I will try getting on my boat once we are ready to leave.
We're gonna skip Zora for Doom, I think.
Let's go find the spinning wheel. Oh yes, dude, I forgot about these. I'm gonna take a ton of bird snares. We officially have a method to train Hunter that is so important. And something that has taken far too long. Let's repair the spinning wheel. It's done, and now we make our flax into linen yarn. It's been a long time coming. I definitely could have done this faster, but my farming is so high, all things considered, because of the route I decided to take for this, so I'm happy with it. The Isle of Souls has a lot of little quirks just tucked away in different spots. These Forgotten Souls are an amazing source of runes. I definitely want to come back here once I have 43 prayer so I can fully farm them consistently. We also have our first cows here. Let's take some beef with us. We can turn it into sinew for a crossbow string in the future. We still have a lot to explore around here, but for now, let's go make those upgraded sails. Okay, moment of truth. Let's also see what happens when I try to leave here without an inoculation station.
Inoculation station is so good in a Jamaican accent.
Okay,
I bet it
immediately
sounds
got
crazy.
the message in my chat. I'm not like immediately diseased though. Okay, there it is. Yep, now my boat's slowed to a crawl. I can't dock. Yep, I'm just stuck out here. So this is like a really bad situation to be in. And it's funny that I'm able to put myself in this situation with a boat bottle. Because, like, this is just death. Like, there's no way I survive this. I actually have to abandon my boat. I have to teleport out. It's the only way I survive this. I will die if I stay, so we can recover the boat. It's not a big deal. Just have to call the towing company. The disease damage should also go away on its own. It just lasts a couple minutes. Okay, we turned our flax into yarn on the spinning wheel, and now we turn our yarn into bolts of linen on the loom. 5 bolts of linen needed for the sails. Nice and
Is he about to upgrade his sails finally?
That was the last thing we needed. This took a disgustingly long time for what it is.
The
just
sailor.
now upgrading to oak sails. What's crazy is we're not even that far off from teak or mahogany sails because I've been farming so much, but this is still crucial to get as soon as possible. Let's do it. Boom, oak sails upgrade on the foul oyster.
So can he finally do the Barracuda?
We can officially sail through stormy waters with these.
Let's go.
And we just unlocked access to our first ever Barracuda trial. My God, I'm doing it, guys. I'm in the stormy water. It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to access the entirety
He can
of
go
the
straight to 99
South
sailing
and West
now.
Oceans without having to go around the entire world. Like, the amount of time saved, just everything. This is such an insane shortcut. We've got Barracuda salvage accessible. Even though we have large salvage now, Barracuda is still going to be amazing to have. Trust me, we will be doing Barracuda salvage. And this right here is where we start the first Barracuda trial. We have the absolute bare minimum boat recommended for it, but we can officially do it. Oak sails have unlocked a new world for us. You'll see very soon how important this Barracuda trial is. We made an insane amount of progress this week, especially on farming. There was over 60 hours of progress in this episode, believe it or not. And the next time I see you, we'll be diving into a new era for Doc Johnson.
W. Guys, he finally did it. Episode 5, he unlocked the Barracuda trials. Mr. Settled has finally passed me in sailing level. After all this time, he is passing the master. I am the level 54 master of sailing. And now the apprentice has surpassed the master. I'm very proud of him. Settled, great job. Not much more to say about it. Other than just keep on sailing, brother. That was a great video. Settled, you know what Settled reminds me of? He reminds me of myself. Because he's good at everything. And yeah, that's about it.